Will the new Tearlament field spell not activate when things get bottom deck? That seems to be the number one concern that you guys have ever since I've showed you guys the card in the reveal episode. Hey guys, it's Tombox, and welcome to MST.TV. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down the field spell, the Tearlament field spell. How does it work? Does it still work in TCG as it did in OCG? And some of the behind the scenes when it came to making that reveal video for you guys to see all the rarities and all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure that card text definitely shocked you guys as it did to me when I first read it. I was filming, I was reading the script, and then I had to get like 3 or 4 back and forths with Konami. That's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys and break down all the details and even some precedent cases for you guys. So if you guys want to apply this to like future card rulings with similar, I guess, card text wording, then this is the video for you guys. So stick around. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up and hit subscribe, ding that notification bell, and shout out to Distant Coder for discussing this with me as well. If you guys want the TLDR version of this, does the Pearl Reno activate when the Dark Aqua monsters perform their fusion and bottom deck themselves? The answer is yes. If that's good enough for you, you guys can move on. But if you guys want the explanation, especially when it comes to your opponent disagreeing with you because like, oh, you didn't shuffle your monsters, you didn't shuffle your deck, you don't get to pop a card, then you should probably stick around and give him this explanation, alright? So we're going to break it down bit by bit, starting with the comparison between the two card texts, Primeval Planet Pearl Reno versus, well, Primeval Planet Pearl Reno OCG translated text. And for the text part that matters here, if a Tearlament monster you control or in your graveyard is shuffled into the deck or extra deck, except during the damage step, you can target one card in the field, that's the activation, destroy it, that's the resolution. And so it has a target and destroy with a appropriate trigger. So then we have the OCG card text, what made this to be a concern. If a Tearlament monster is returned from your field and or graveyard to the deck and or extra deck, except during the damage step, you can target one card on the field, and of course that's the activation, destroy it, that's the resolution. So the activation and the resolutions are more or less the same. It's the condition which it activated seems to be a little bit different with the wording of returned versus shuffle. So the issue is this: the Dark Aqua monsters from Tearlaments, whenever they're sent to the graveyard by a card effect, they perform their fusion summon effect, which requires you to put the materials to the bottom of the deck from your hand, field, or graveyard. So when you put it to the bottom of the deck, you don't shuffle the deck, and from the TCG card text, if a Tearlament monster you control or in your graveyard is shuffled into the deck or extra deck, well, because you didn't shuffle, does that count? That was the number one issue, and I have to tell you guys, there is precedent for this. You do get to activate this card, you do meet the trigger requirement, and you will be able to target a card and destroy it. So there's 2 reasons why this works. I went down to Chicago and I asked Konami R&D directly. Since we're already having email correspondence back and forth, I might as well just get the answer directly from them. So I asked, hey, does the Pearl Reno field spell activate when I don't shuffle the deck? And they said, yes, it does work. And they don't think there's an actual error on the translation either. So based on that, I was like, all right. And, well, I guess I'll have to accept it as it is. So it does work, but you always ask your head judge. And when it comes to these things, however, there is a reason number 2. Number 2 is the precedent reason that we already have. So the precedent case is this: the Nightmare Unicorn that is co-linked versus a DESTRUDO that summoned itself out. When the DESTRUDO leaves the field, it will put itself to the bottom of the deck. So Nightmare Unicorn, if it attempts to shuffle it back into the deck, it will put itself to the bottom of the deck. That's just how it is. And the co-link unicorn needs to shuffle a card back into the deck, then it will be able to draw one card. So will that Nightmare Unicorn be able to draw one card if the DESTRUDO goes to the bottom of the deck? And the answer is yes. Based on this particular case, whether or not the card that says shuffled into the deck, return into the deck, or either put to the top or bottom of the deck, as long as the card's final location has been put back into the deck itself, it would have satisfied the trigger, or it would have completed the effect appropriately for you to complete additional conjunctions with that particular card. So Tearlament players, you guys don't have to worry about your field spell not triggering or anything like that. Play at full power, not some mumbo jumbo stuff that your opponent's gonna argue with you because they're just struggling to get that win and you're just not gonna let them. Just show them this video, call a judge. Judges will know about this now because, well, we've talked about it enough, so that would probably be the standing rule. But of course, if anything, always ask your head judge about how a card is being ruled for that particular event, so you can solidify it right at the beginning and you have really nothing to worry about. All right. So that's it for this video. I've been waiting for this format to come to an end so that we can finally move on to the Power of the Elements format, because this format is getting kind of dull. National is done, and we're going to go on to Sprite, Tearlament, and probably even Exorcister, because Exorcister is a great deck as well. You guys definitely don't want to miss out on it. I'm going to be breaking down combos, breaking down how they play, and of course, more importantly, how to kill all of those decks, because who wants to lose to new decks? They should hit the ground running, but you should also be able to counter them just as well. And don't forget to check out MSTmerch.com. New stock has just arrived on a lot of stuff. I haven't updated the website, but I will. It's just that it's taking a long time, and if you guys can't see I'm like sweating like crazy because it's super hot here. It's really hot. So yeah, that's like all for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this ruling quickie, smash that thumbs up button. If you guys want to see more stuff from MST.TV, especially stuff about the new format, how to win in this new format, smash the subscribe button and ding that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.